What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for episode 6. My name is Brandon Nash, aka Sergeant Nash. This son of a bitch right here is Staff Sergeant Mike Barreri, retired. And this is Sergeant's Corner. If you have not noticed, check out the brand new studio for Sergeant's Corner.
I'm smart. Look at this. I got books.
Yeah, he's got books. This guy over here has got books. He's a booker. Yeah, I just wanted to say welcome to the brand new studio of Sergeant's Corner.
I like it a lot. What?
I'm trying to think. There was something I wanted to talk about.
My topic was going to be senior leaders, APFT failures.
Yes, that's what it was.
Okay.
One of the things. Yep.
Yeah. Is it bad? You know, and on top, really specifically, there was this one senior NCO. He's a sergeant first class,
Right.
Who's also a TikToker. He's got a social media thing up, and he actually, as soon as he made a video, as soon as he failed the APFT, he made a video. I guess he was trying to be inspirational to his soldiers, like, hey, you two, seniors can fail too, blah, 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 and whatnot. My topic was going to be that. Should senior NCOs fail the APFT? And if they do, if they have a strong following on social media, should they be bragging about it? Not specifically bragging about it, but talking about it. You know what I mean?
Right. You can pull up the video if you'd like to, but I don't know. We don't really want to blast somebody too much.
Hey, you don't want to watch that video?
Yeah, let's see if we can pull it up real quick. Yeah, it's working.
Full transparency, I failed my run. I failed about a lot too.
Yeah?
Like a minute.
Working?
Damn near 2 minutes. And no excuses, nobody to blame. I can't blame the wood. I can't blame the time. I can't blame my back hurting. I can't blame my legs. All I can blame is myself. I'll allow the job. I prioritize the job over my fitness. I just let myself go. And that's just what it is, man. And I'm only being transparent, man, because these are the type of things that y'all got to see. Y'all got to be able to see that there are senior leaders that fail sometimes. There are senior leaders that slack and just, fail. That's what it is. So now the same way a specialist or a private got to live with that failure, I got to live with that failure. I got to put that flag in the system. I got to do all these things, and I got to get back on my shit. So I'm just showing y'all that this is the reality, man. Everything ain't a success. Sometimes shit just is what it is, man. So I needed to see this so that that fire could be put back on my ass so I could see, like, boy, you got to prioritize you before the job. The job gonna be there with them scores and all that type of stuff, man. That's a burden on you. For real, that is a ugly scar to wear, but sometimes you gotta wear it, man. So yeah, for all of y'all out there, man, life ain't perfect. You ain't always gonna win, but you gotta live with it, adjust, push forward.
All right. Here's my thing on that, right? Like, okay, great. Awesome words of wisdom. However, he was comparing himself to a private. Like, no, you are way beyond that level. You are a sergeant first class, a senior
years beyond
years,
that. Years.
Yeah, exactly. They're no, you know what I mean? It's just not acceptable. And even if you, okay, yeah, we make mistakes, right? We fall sometimes as NCOs, but we keep it amongst ourselves. We keep it amongst NCOs as a teachable moment, whatever. Got it. But spreading it out like, hey, for everyone to see, no. And here's why I don't think that's a good idea. Because basically you're making it into a norm that it's okay to fail.
Exactly.
You're lowering the standard, saying, hey, look, I failed the PT test. I'm still okay. I'm alive. I'm human. No, dude, it's not okay.
I understand, I guess, why he would post something like that, because he's trying to act like, accountability, right?
Yeah.
And it's probably because the backlash he's getting, a senior NCO failing a PT test. That's ridiculous. We're
Yeah.
literally NCOs. We're
I
supposed to, you're the epitome of being a good soldier at this point. Like, you should know better. You should
Yeah.
never fail a PT test after being a leader in general.
Mhm.
Right? Because I'll give it to maybe a couple privates fresh out of basic training or something. Like, yeah, things get a little tough. You're not acclimated to the place that you're sent to. Elevations are different, whatever. Like, there could be a small percentage of a reason why you had failed. Maybe if you got injured and you haven't got checked out. But as a senior leader, and to think that you're taking accountability and posting it on social media, you're a
Yeah.
fool, dude. And what it
That's-
tells me is he's using it as deflection, because he's like, see, look,
Yeah.
I'm actually doing something good, but he's not.
See, this is my thing, right? Now, and I just double checked right now. I get it, right? If you, not everyone's perfect, man. And I'm gonna come out right now and say that I have once failed an APS.
Loser, loser.
Right.
Continue.
Right. But I didn't fucking go brag about it. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed.
Right.
And like I made sure I passed it. But the thing that I don't understand is you're publicizing it, right? You're trying to get views off it. It's okay if you're trying to motivate soldiers, as long as you're showing your journey to get there. Like, he failed his run by 2 minutes.
Yeah,
And
that's
mind
ridiculous.
you, he's my age, dude. Like, so you need to, I think for his age group, 36 years old, something like that, you need to 1940 or something like that.
Right, you have a
can't
long
walk it 'cause
fucking
I'm-
time, dude.
Yeah, you have a
You
long
know?
time. That's a 10-minute pace, basically, right? So what I wanted to see, which I didn't see in his channel, is basically him documenting his journey, taking accountability, and showing soldiers like, hey, I messed up my run. Here's what I'm doing about it. And he's out there getting it and filming himself, like, hey, I failed it. This is what you need to do to pass it. This is what I'm doing, kind of thing. And he didn't.
Yeah, I
You know,
can't respect
so
it at
that's
all, though,
disappointing.
because I used to think, right? Okay, E7, you've been in for a minute. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you've sustained injuries. There's reasons why. Okay, we have placements for that. We have profiles that you
Yeah.
can use, right? There's
Yep.
directions, there's channels that you can use to where if you're going, you can't make this run. Then you
Yeah.
fix yourself prior to doing that. I think my
Yeah.
battalion commander, my brigade commander, these guys are fucking old, dude. And they're out there and they're keeping up with the youngsters, dude.
Yeah.
There is no excuse for anybody to fail a PT test unless you are injured. If you're injured, I'll give
Yeah.
it to you. Otherwise, no. If you're fucking overweight, if you're just a sad little, there's absolutely no fucking reason that you are, especially as a leader, and then sitting there being like, "Oh, guys, it's okay. If I fail, like, it's understandable." No, fuck no, dude. Because that'll be the same guy that gives an Article 15, puts this kid in fat camp. I don't even think they have fat camp anymore. Fact check me.
Then
Then they got rid of it because I changed from fat camp to like ABC program or something like that. When I was still, we had a couple kids had to go. Yeah, ABCP. And they send you to like nutritionists and all this crap. But yeah, no, I have zero respect for somebody saying, "Oh, I'm being accountable by posting it on social media." No, you're a piece of shit. The accountability was not failing in the first place.
See, now that's one of the things that I am glad I got medically retired when I did. Like, even though it was so, like, right there at the finish line, right? 17 years, 3 years, and I would have made it 20. But my body, I was struggling. My body was generally struggling. Like, and also even the height and weight, I was struggling at the end because of the medication that they put me on.
Okay, look at it this way though. You notice that you're failing, right? Because you physically can't keep up. You did the right thing. You got checked out, and next thing you know, you had a medical discharge. You started your med board and you got medical retirement. You had a legitimate reason on why you were unable to continue to pass the PT test, right? That's why I said there is virtually no excuse to fail a PT test. To sit there and say, I just didn't get checked out. It's like, no, that's a excuse, pal. Because accountability is doing the right thing to begin with.
Yeah. The Army legitimately pays you to get fit, to stay fit. Not just that, but it also has a gym, like numerous gyms on base.
24/7 access.
Did you notice what else he said about how I let the job interfere with my PT?
Yeah, he's
No,
blaming the
dude,
job.
you're making an excuse. It is
Exactly.
not the job, dude. It is not it is so easy to blame the job. Let me tell you, how many times have we fucking come in, ass crack of dawn, and fucking left at like 8 o'clock or whatever? That's
Yeah.
still no excuse. We've
Dude,
done it.
I've
We've
had
been there,
work from
done that.
02 till fucking 1800, no problem.
Yeah.
No
I don't
problem.
know. It sounds like he's in a staff position, and I've been in a staff position, and I get it, man. It gets hard. You're stuck at that chair. You're typing your SOPs, you're putting in op boards, whatever. Got it. But it's still too easy, and I'm guilty of it, man. I've gotten fucking lazy where I hate working out, bro. I really do.
Yeah, so it's not for everybody, but
it's not.
you're getting
But
paid
it's
to do
something
it.
it's required and expected out of you as a non-commissioned officer, as a soldier, But yeah, I absolutely don't agree with this at all,
Yeah, I mean,
and, the fact that-
kudos to being honest, but at the same time, he just made himself look like a fool. And you just knock down like all the senior leaders. Oh, senior leaders fail too. Dude, get the out of here.
No, exactly. That's my issue.
Not
with
any
it.
good ones.
How
Not a single
about,
good one
right?
does.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? He talks about how, hey, senior leaders failed, we're all human, blah, blah, blah. How about you talk about the consequences, the real life consequences of what happens if a senior non-commissioned officer fails and they're in a leadership position? What happens? They get taken away either temporarily or permanently and get put to what? Headquarters. If they're in charge of soldiers, they fail the PT test. I think it depends on the unit. Yeah, they're given a retake a week later. And if they still fail that retake, that squad, that platoon, that whatever is taken away from them and they'll get put in headquarters.
And here's the other problem.
Yeah.
He's also making it noted what doesn't happen when a senior leader fails. Because now he just fell into the realm of, oh, the private failed. We're going to fucking flag him, give him 90 days, and we're going to kick his ass out if he fails again. This guy, nobody knows if he got even flagged.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
if
nothing happens, now he has now publicized it. So now something really needs to happen versus him doing the opposite and saying, oh, look at what I did.
Because
now actions need to be taken.
There's other things I do want to say. Like I have seen some of his TikToks, and altogether as a person and as an NCO, I don't like this guy. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, really?
Because of some of the things that he's talked about, right? Like, so he's talked bad about the commander-in-chief, no matter what your opinion is of the current president, right? As an active duty soldier, that he is part of your chain of command. You do not talk bad. You do not give an opinion, even if you're out of uniform. Once you leave the service, then you can take part in any political events you want. You can talk bad about whatever president you want. But this guy right here, yeah, he's said some things about the current president that I didn't like. He's also said some racist things,
So, and that's another thing, man.
Yeah.
Anybody who is active duty and you're sitting there and you're talking shit about your POTUS, anybody in the chain of command in general, you knew what the you signed up for. You don't get to pick and choose who you like. There is no politics when you're in service. And now they're at this weird stage where they're letting people give an opinion, but that's not what we're here for. That's why the military is getting soft.
This is what I've always told my soldiers, something that one of my old NCOs, old timers told me when I was coming up through the ranks, right? Is that once you signed up, you willingly gave up your rights, the same rights that you're defending, the same rights that you're allowing citizens to have. You no longer have those rights. Like the right to free speech is technically non-existent.
Yeah, you don't get it. Like you can't go. You're not allowed to go.
To protest, the right.
That's the one. Like you're not allowed to do that.
No.
And they'll catch
can't.
soldiers
So
out there
you-
and then they complain that they're getting in
Yeah.
trouble for it. It's like, motherfucker, you
Uh-huh,
already
no,
know the
yeah.
rules.
You exactly when you put on that uniform, when you signed that dotted line, you agreed, you made a commitment, and you gave yourself willingly, knowing that you were going to lose these rights. You know what I mean? So there's no afterthought of, oh wait a minute, I didn't know. No.
Yeah.
You know, that's not how it works. You know, you knew what you were getting yourself into.
Right.
But anyway, I think we beat this topic. What's the saying? Beat the topic to a dead horse. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm so tired.
We beat the dead horse, I think, something like that.
We
sucked the
beat
horse's
bush
cock
to
on
the
it.
dead horse. Yes, that's the one. We sucked the horse's cock on this one, dude. We're done. All right, so basically, this is what we wanted to talk about this episode. I know me and Brandon had the same opinion on this, and we actually agree. However, if you do disagree with this, with how we feel about this topic, go ahead and leave us a comment. All right, let us know your side and why you agree with this NCO. Okay,
And
that's
if
all I
you
gotta say
do
about
agree with us as well, go ahead and like that button for us, follow, comment, share, and we will catch you on the next one. As always, 22 seconds your way.